Hey guys, it's Situational here, bringing you another level 90 class review. Today we're going to be reviewing Xerath, which is my Warlock. And I'll show you some talents that I find work the best for your DPS, passives, and all that good stuff. So, let's go over passives to know first. And as I did last time, I'll go to the Timeless Isle and just show you some DPS there. But this time I'll explain a little bit more on the way, that way I don't have to cut the video in the middle. Even though I don't mind doing that, I find this way just might work a little better. So, first off, I guess I'll show you my gear so you can see it with my item level. I don't know why it's lower than that. I guess maybe it's because something has like slightly low durability and it's about to be yellow or something. But I have 528 item level. I have fully upgraded Elder Head, neck, shoulder, or 515 neck, weight, LFR shoulders, 515 back, timeless chest. I think I got, yeah, those are heroic scenario. And then
Greetings.
God, why am I lagging? This is bad.
Farewell.
This is bad. Okay, let's go back to that. And then I did get my Hellscream BOA very recently. Hellscream Heirloom, whatever you choose to call them. I got it really recently. Some more LFR, some more Elder, Timeless, Elder, 515, LFR, and then that's another Elder, and right there. So after seeing all my gear, let's look at some let's look at talents. For me, I've found that these talents work the best. I really like Soul Leech, because that Absorb Shield helps you so much. It's just an all-around amazing talent, in my opinion. Shadow Fury is not bad. I just like Mortal Coil more, because you also get the health, so it's the health back, so it's a really good survival skill. Although all of these are viable options, as none of them really affect you DPS, just survivability. Here, I like Soul Link the most, because when I use my demon, which is not much anymore, it really does help. And even without that, I still get the health back when I do damage, so it still really works all the time. Here, I like Burning Rush the most, just because it's really helpful for moving around, and it is a little costly, but if you use that with a health stone, it works out really well. Here, I get Grimoire of Sacrifice. A lot of people I've seen get Grimoire of Service, but I find Grimoire of Sacrifice is better, just because most of your damaging abilities get increased damage. You also get more health and more health regen, and it lasts an entire hour. Personally, I find that the most helpful one. And then level 90, I got, please forgive me for this, Archimondes or Archimonde's Darkness, which gives your Dark Soul 2 charges, and your Dark Soul is Dark Soul Instability, and you get increased critical strike chance and all that, and for 20 seconds. And it's really, really useful. Like, really useful. And so let's get down to talents you should know. I don't even have that on a freaking skill. Okay, so that's not a demon thing. Just put that wherever for now. Anyway, so let's see. Passive. Backdraft. Okay. When you cast your next Conflagrate, Conflagrate, the casting time of mana cost of your next Chaos Bolt or next... Oh, I didn't know that worked for Chaos Bolt too. See, now I learned something. But anyway, usually, with the combo, you're going to be using this on Incinerate, not Chaos Bolt. Blood Pact is really useful just because it's an overall stand buff, you get increased healing. It's really, really useful. Actually, with both Grimoire and that one, I have 88k, or 89 if you want to round. You have Devastation, which is increased 5% more crit strike. That's pretty self-explanatory. You and your demon absorb nearby wandering souls. So that's another health regen out of combat. We know what that is, and we know what that is from the talents. So those are the passives. Now, let's get down to some combos, some skills to use. So, in a raid, what you're going to want to do right away is summon your Doom Guard because of its ranged attack. Move over to Chaos Bolt. Swap to Immolate. Double Conflagrate if you're near enough a rain of fire quickly. And then spam Incinerate till you have 3 or 4 charges of Burning Embers left. And if you have 2 charges, you'll use Chaos Bolt twice. If you have 3 charges, you'll use Chaos Bolt 3 times, and so forth. Another really good buff that you should know is Dark Intent, which is another really strong one, so that's why I combo it with Grimoire of Sacrifice, because it gives you a big damage boost. I think without it, without the combo, my DPS is 2 to 2.5k lower. Now that I said that, I'm probably going to get really shitty DPS, and it's going to be like, well, that's a lie, but whatever. That's weird. Last time I recorded, I didn't have to turn down any settings. It was running really new overuse. Right, well, for those who don't know what this is a Timeless Isle, and I was going to delete the buff afterwards. Don't worry, I just like getting them because they're cool. This is a place called the Timeless Isle, and you can come here at level 90 and get this gear, that gear, and all the gear. If you don't know what it is, it's really helpful for like getting into Siege of Orgrimmar and some of the harder raids. Let's see. So another really good thing for survivability is if you combo your Summon Infernal with Unending Resolve and Soul Shatter, and maybe a Mortal Coil and Ember Tap if you have to. Because what that'll do is you'll summon that and stun them, take reduced damage, have lower threat, so he might pull the threat, gain health back, and then gain even more health back so you can kill them real quick while they're not on you. It's a really useful combo for surviving. I use it a lot. I guess... No, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna turn up some settings for recording because apparently I can't do it anymore like I did it on my chamois, but okay. Actually, hold on, I'll be right back, so I will end up having to cut this. Okay, I'm back and this is much better. Okay. So I fixed a few things. I guess I changed a few settings without realizing it, but I'm good now. Don't mind that. I was really low, like I said it probably would be. But let's see if I can find a gold file. Okay. So usually it's best if you have a little bit of range, just so you can get off before you get hit. So you open with the chaos, double conflagrate, and then an incinerate spam. And to be honest, my DPS isn't the highest. It's only, I average from about this to 4.5k. So it is kind of a big jump, but Destruction Warlocks are one of my favorite classes in the game, and they're one of the best, I think anyway. Die, Frogie. Okay. Another good thing to know. Shadowburn. It's like your execute for the class, kind of, like an execute skill. If they're below 20% and it kills them, you actually get the Burning Ember back for using it and gain another. And if it doesn't work like that, that's weird, because that's how it was looking when I was using it yesterday. So let's do the combo. So you're gonna do that. And then see, like in the very beginning of that encounter I had 6k, and yeah. So I have about, I guess it's maybe not as high as I thought. I think it's 4. I actually don't know. So when you do Dark Soul Instability, here's the difference. It's gonna be hilarious when I get freaking lower after doing this. Nope, yeah. So Dark Soul Instability is a very good skill for you to use. Awesome. Come back, Frogie. So, and then again without it, DPS isn't as good. Oh, actually, that wasn't terrible either. But yeah, you can see how it works. So, I actually want to see what it's like when I get some Shadowburn. So, let's down. always need the combo. Like I can do this pretty well even without the combo. So yeah, it evens about the same. And yeah, see, I lost one and then got two. So if you combine the two, let's see what it is now. Yeah, 8, yeah, I mean that might have been because of crit, but even without that it would have been like maybe a K lower, maybe not even. 20k crit is a lot, but still. So as you can see, Destruction and Warlock really depend on how you combo and your Burning Embers. I'm not going to call them an advanced class to play, but they're also not the easiest class in the game to play. You know what I mean? Always want to keep up your health stones if you can. I have a glyph that makes mine heal me more, but it is now in overtime. So we're actually going to do it with the little Doomguard combo now. It's probably going to kill him incredibly fast, but it doesn't matter. So let's see. Yeah, it honestly wasn't a very big difference from the normal. But even still, that difference really helps. And in raids, I average from all the buffs, and if we have a pally, I get, what's it called, I have like 4 pallies and I can't freaking name it. This is embarrassing. Oh, Blessing the Kings, and that's really useful. In raids, I actually think I average around, on any other boss but Immersus. I hate that guy, he's terrible for casting DPS. I think I average around, I'm gonna say 6 to 7 point something K with the 528 item level. I haven't actually done one since I got those. I had 496 before, so it probably went up a little bit, but I wouldn't imagine too much. But yeah, as you can see, this is mostly, well actually no, there are a few other things I forgot to say, and that's mainly because I don't use them as much as I know I probably should. So some other skills that you should probably know before I end this here are Fire and Brimstone. This is a pretty good skill and I really should be using it more, to be completely honest with you. It's just instead of using mana, they also end up using some Burning Embers, and I really don't like that. But as you can see, while active, I'll actually just go right in this bubble. Fire and Brimstone, Fire and Brimstone, Fire and Brimstone, Fire and Brimstone. So when active, your 3 main damaging skills consume Burning Embers, but they become massive AoEs and do about a little over half the normal damage, which still isn't bad if you're doing high damage. Like, I've seen Destruction Warlocks with around, not best in slot, but whatever was before that. I don't know the item level currently for mob. I think it's 556 or something like that, which would be heroic, I think, right? Heroic here? No, that's 559. Anyway, I've seen them have around 10k DPS, not from like that, but I'm just saying, like, or not around 10k, like above 10k easily, like 10 to 13k. So that's another one. Oh, and if you do use your minions, this is unfortunately costs a Burning Ember, but it instantly revives your last summoned demon, which is helpful. Then you have Havoc, which you use and you cast it on like a target, and it makes your next strike also attack this one. So it's another really good AoE skill that I actually should be using way the hell more than I do, because I did not. I thought it did something slightly different than that. Okay, now I'm looking stupid. Anyway, another thing keep up is, so I'm gonna say this and sound like a retard, but can someone please comment below? Whenever I get into raids, it says it's a 10-minute cooldown, but I'll use it on the tank, and like right when he pulls, and it'll only be a 3-minute something cooldown, and it'll start building stacks. I've used the Soul Stone twice in a row before, just like res one and res another, and it was in the middle of building a 3rd stack. So if you know why, please tell me, because it doesn't say it should be doing that, and it does for me, and I don't know if that's a bug or not, but it's what it does, and it's kind of scary. So yeah, this has been about all that I can show you, and actually I'll just show you what Burning Rush does. It gives you 50% movement speed, but you do lose a lot of health. So the reason you want to combo it with a health stone when you can is because it keeps you from not dying as much. And with the health regen you get from your other stuff, if you're just going around with it and you have a health stone on, you shouldn't die. And it'll take you a while to die either way. So there's that. Okay. Then you have Banish and Enslave Demon for some of the final skills I'm going to talk about. Enslave Demon does what it says it does, and if there's an enemy demon, which are I think mostly in Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, what I want to say they're mostly in, you can use that and basically make them your minion instead of your minion, and I think you keep Grimoire of Sacrifice because it's not one of your summon minions. Then you have Banish Demon, which also which banishes demon, aberration, or elementals, preventing any action for 30 seconds. So basically it's like a mass stun on, or like a massive stun on demons and such. So, and if you're thinking of what classes to make for a Warlock, and not for passive wise, I would say either a human Warlock. I'm trying to think of all the ones that actually can be for Alliance. Actually, I'm sorry, but for this one I can't say it off the top of my head. So just, if you're trying to decide and you want more of a performance than a look kind of thing, look up passives and decide for yourself what you think would be best for Warlock. But I really like the human, every man for himself, because Warlocks don't really have anything to help them if they're stunned. They don't really have any heals afterwards other than Health Stone and 3% of all damage heal. Don't get me wrong though, it is extremely useful like I said. But if you don't have anything, oh wow, that's nice somehow. Whatever, maybe it counted as 2 separate fights, I don't even know, because that doesn't make sense. So, can someone actually answer a question down in the comments as well? I'm sorry I'm asking a lot. When it says DPS, if you one-shot something with an 8k and you did that in a second, why isn't your DPS 8k for that second? How do they measure it? That doesn't make very much sense to me. I mean, I know if you did that you'd get much higher numbers, so there must be some kind of algorithm used. But see right there, I would have had over 8k because I killed him in under a second, so someone just comment that if you know. If not, just kind of be like, well, that's wow. But yeah, so that's been all for my little, oh yeah, and I ran on Nixia's Lair Day, and I'm actually really excited that I got this sword, because you don't know how much I love this sword. It just looks so sick. Sorry to brag about that, it just looks too cool for school. And now I'm stupid, but that is the most beautiful helmet I've ever seen, guys. Now that's a sexy helmet. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I've been running on Nixia's Lair a lot lately. But yeah, like, subscribe, and all that. And the next video I'll be doing is the demo of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And I never played the first one, but I've seen a lot on it, and you don't really need to play the first one to play the second one. So I'm actually nervous because the other horror game I tried to recently do, the sound was way too damn loud, so you couldn't hear me over the recording, so I'll have to redo that as well. So a little bit of horror coming our way soon. But yeah, again, as always, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.